When you hear the phrase mind control, what comes to mind? For some, it may seem like a sci-fi fantasy, a distant possibility that exists only in the realms of fiction. But for others, it is a horrifying reality, a dark chapter in history that has left them psychologically scarred for life. One of the most common methods used by the MKUltra program was the use of drugs such as LSD to induce a state of hypnosis. During this state, the subjects were more susceptible to suggestion and could be made to believe that they were someone else entirely. Imagine being in a crowded room full of people you do not know and not knowing who to trust. You feel like you're being watched, like there are eyes everywhere, judging your every move. Then suddenly, a stranger approaches you and introduces himself as a friend from work. He offers you a drink, and before you know it, you're on a first-name basis with everyone in the room. You feel like you've known these people forever, but in reality, it's all a figment of your mind. Your memories are fragmented and disjointed, and you can't tell what's real and what's not. You feel like you're losing your mind. Welcome to the terrifying world of the CIA's MKUltra program, where mind control was not a distant fantasy, but a horrifying reality. These experiments had a profound effect on the subjects, many of whom are still struggling to cope with the aftermath. Some have developed severe mental health issues, while others have been left with fragmented memories and a sense of paranoia. It is a sad commentary on human nature that such atrocities could be committed in the name of national security. But it is a reminder that we should never allow ourselves to become too comfortable with unchecked power. As the Cold War intensified, so did the stakes. The CIA feared that the Soviet Union had developed mind control capabilities, and they were determined to catch up, or even surpass their rivals. It was during this time that MKUltra came to life. The program's name itself evokes a sense of mystery and intrigue, but behind the cryptic moniker lies a disturbing reality. MK stood for Mind Killer, a chilling testament to the program's ultimate goal. Ultra, on the other hand, signified the cutting-edge and highly classified nature of the research. Together, MKUltra formed a sinister acronym that encapsulated the darkness that lay ahead. The CIA's primary objective with MKUltra was to find a way to manipulate and control the minds of individuals, turning them into obedient agents who could carry out covert missions without any memory of their actions. They wanted to create sleeper agents who could remain dormant for years, only to be activated when the time was right. But the CIA's ambitions didn't stop there. They also sought to develop techniques to erase memories, extract information, and even influence behavior remotely. The implications of such power are both terrifying and thought-provoking. Imagine a world where the CIA could control the minds of world leaders, turning them into puppets who dance to the tune of American interests. It might sound like a far-fetched conspiracy theory, but the truth is that MKUltra was a real and terrifying program. The CIA's relentless pursuit of mind control led them down a path of unethical and often brutal experimentation. One of the most infamous aspects of MKUltra was the use of mind-altering substances such as LSD, barbiturates, and amphetamines. These drugs were tested on unsuspecting individuals, including CIA employees and even members of the public, all in an effort to find the perfect concoction that could induce the desired mind control effects. The subjects were often unwitting participants, unaware that they were part of a sinister experiment. Imagine taking what you thought was a harmless pill, only to find yourself trapped in a nightmare of altered perceptions and complete loss of control. But the CIA's experiments went beyond just using drugs. They delved into the darkest corners of the human psyche, employing electroshock therapy and hypnosis to manipulate the minds of their subjects. Electroshock therapy, while sometimes used as a legitimate medical treatment, involves passing electric currents through the brain to induce a seizure-like state. In the wrong hands, this powerful tool becomes a weapon of torture and brainwashing. Hypnosis, on the other hand, allows the CIA to delve into the subconscious mind, implanting suggestions and extracting information. As the experiments progressed, so did the level of control that the CIA sought to achieve. They wanted to create a perfect weapon, a weapon that could strike fear into the hearts of their enemies and bend their wills without leaving a trace. The CIA believed that with MKUltra, they could have an ace up their sleeve, a means to dominate the minds of their adversaries and ensure their own supremacy. The methods employed by the CIA were not only unethical, but downright inhumane. Subjects were often subjected to extreme and prolonged periods of isolation, sensory deprivation, and psychological manipulation. The CIA's goal was to break down their subjects' mental defenses, turning them into malleable vessels for their mind control experiments. Imagine being locked in a dark room, deprived of human contact and bombarded with psychological torment. The toll on the mind and body would be unimaginable. The aftermath of MKUltra is a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked government power. The program resulted in shattered lives, broken families, and a deep sense of betrayal. Those who were subjected to the experiments often suffered from long-term psychological effects, including post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and paranoia. Imagine carrying the scars of horrific experiments for the rest of your life, always looking over your shoulder, never truly feeling safe. It's important to note that the CIA's actions were not only a violation of basic human rights, but also a betrayal of trust. These were American citizens and foreign nationals who had been targeted by their own government in the name of national security. The secrecy surrounding MKUltra added another layer of horror to it all. Those affected by the experiments were left in the dark, wondering what had happened to them and why. It was as if the CIA had gotten away with their sinister experiments, leaving the world none the wiser. However, over time, the truth began to emerge. In 1977, a former CIA employee blew the whistle, revealing the horrifying details of MKUltra to the world. This marked the beginning of the end for the program. The public outcry that followed forced the CIA to declassify some of the documents related to MKUltra, offering a glimpse into the dark world of mind control experiments. Let's take a closer look at some of the most shocking revelations uncovered through these declassified documents. One of the most disturbing aspects of MKUltra was the extent to which the CIA was willing to go to achieve its goals. The documents revealed that the agency had no qualms about experimenting on innocent civilians, often without their knowledge or consent. It was a blatant disregard for human rights and basic decency. The CIA's experiments were not confined to a laboratory setting. They took place in various environments, including hotels, private residences, and even foreign countries. It was a calculated risk that allowed the CIA to test their mind control techniques in real-world situations. The level of deception and betrayal involved in these experiments is truly astounding. The documents revealed that the CIA had created fake personas and identities for their agents, allowing them to infiltrate various organizations and manipulate people from within. The CIA's mind control experiments were not just about controlling people's actions. They also sought to influence their thoughts and emotions. The documents revealed that the agency had developed techniques to manipulate individuals into becoming unwitting assets, essentially turning their own thoughts against them. The impact of MKUltra on the victims is immeasurable. Many of them suffered lifelong psychological trauma, struggling to piece together the fragments of their shattered memories. The betrayal at the hands of their own government left them feeling hopeless and disillusioned. Despite the horrors of MKUltra, some victims have bravely come forward to share their stories. Their courage in speaking out has helped raise awareness about the program and honor the countless others who remain silent. Their voices deserve to be heard, not just to expose the truth, but also to seek justice for the victims. As we reflect on the dark legacy of MKUltra, let us remember those who were subjected to these cruel experiments. Let their stories be a reminder of the importance of protecting human rights and holding those in power accountable. Only then can we ensure that the horrors of MKUltra never repeat themselves. As we continue to investigate the MKUltra program, one thing becomes clear: the victims are the real heroes of this story. Despite the horrific ordeals they have endured, they have shown incredible courage in speaking out and sharing their stories. By doing so, they are helping to raise awareness of the dangers of unchecked government power and the importance of protecting human rights. What are your thoughts on the MKUltra program? Do you think that mind control is possible? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to support my channel. Together, we can continue to explore the dark secrets of the past and fight for a better future.